Yeah, exactly. Distance is what it's all about, and like I said before, you can either move here to Golden, Colorado, or you can listen to Haney. What do we do to get more distance off the tee?
Well, I mean, it's a good point, Brian, because to me, distance determines your potential in the game of golf. There's no doubt about it. I mean, how far you hit the golf ball determines how great you can be. I mean, if you hit the ball, 150 yards, you can play a nice game of golf, but you're never going to be a single-digit handicap. If you hit it 250 yards, you can be a low handicap, but you're never going to play the PGA Tour. If you hit it 275 yards, you can play the PGA Tour, but you're not going to dominate the PGA Tour. Distance at any level of the game determines your potential in the game of golf. Nobody hits the golf ball too far. So here's what you need to think about. Every mile an hour of club head speed gives you roughly 2.5 yards of distance. So I feel like every golfer that plays the game has at least 4 miles an hour in them that they could just pull out and they could get. I see people all the time taking these swings and they're just swinging like this. And it looks like they're barely swinging. And they'll hit a ball and their partners go, well, he's not long, but he's really straight. And I'm thinking to myself, my gosh, it's a good thing, because if you were that short and crooked, I mean, you'd really stink. I mean, of course it's straight. It's straight because it didn't go anywhere. That's why it's straight. When you swing the club, I tell people, you want to swing the club faster. There's no sense. People tell me all the time, hey, my swing is too fast. I don't know how to slow it down. And I'm like, your swing is too fast, really. You must be hitting it too far. That's a unique problem. I've never heard of this problem. Your swing is not too fast. Trust me. It is probably too slow. Average club head speed for a male golfer is about 86 miles an hour. Minimum speed on the PGA Tour is 105 miles an hour, and yet people think they're swinging too fast. You're not. But what people do is they swing too hard. They get stiff, they get rigid, they get over the ball, and they're like, ugh. And there's all this muscle that they put into the shot, and they don't really have any speed. So you want to swing the club faster, not harder. And you want to push yourself to go faster. Remember, every mile an hour is 2.5 yards. If you can increase 4 miles an hour, that's 10 yards. You do that on every full shot. You just shorten a golf course about 350 to 360 yards, and that's a huge, huge difference for anybody that plays the game of golf. So first thing you do, you want to hit the ball longer, try to swing faster. Don't try to swing slower. And when you swing faster, you do it by being more relaxed with your hands and arms, more relaxed with your grip, more relaxed all the way up to your shoulders, and you are striving to make a loud swish. When I first started teaching, I worked with a man named John Jacobs. I felt like John Jacobs is the finest golf instructor the world's ever seen. And he said the golf swing is nothing more than 2 turns and a swish. You turn back, you turn through, and you make a loud swish. You can't make too loud a swish. Swing it faster. Now, one way you can swing it faster, get a bigger arc. Now that sometimes means you want to turn a little bit more. And turning your feet out a little bit like this will help your hips to turn and allow your shoulders to turn a little easier, and it'll give you a bigger arc. But one way that I see that people really shorten their arc is because they don't hinge their wrists enough. Turning will only get you to swing the clubs back so far. But if you'll allow your wrist to hinge, you can get a bigger swing. And getting a bigger swing is the best way to increase your club head speed.
It takes some trust to let those wrists work, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you know what? It's risk and reward.
Risk and reward. Listen, folks, take your game to the next level with hands-on instruction.